Have you ever encountered a person who seemed completely different from everyone else? Not exactly rude or mean, but definitely distant. Someone who stays calm while others panic, speaks little, and seems to keep their emotions tightly under control. If you've met someone like this, you've probably encountered a Sigma male. Sigma males often get labeled as cold, aloof, or even emotionless. These labels come from their tendency to avoid drama, keep to themselves, and not wear their feelings on their sleeves. In a world where being emotionally open is often seen as a sign of authenticity, Sigma males stand out by being the complete opposite. They don't conform to societal expectations of emotional expression and social interaction, which leads many to misunderstand them as detached or uninterested in others. But is it really true that Sigma males are cold? Or is there something deeper at play? Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of why Sigma males seem so distant, and why their demeanor is often misinterpreted. You might even realize that what seems cold is actually one of their greatest strengths. In today's world, there's a lot of pressure to express emotions openly and constantly. Whether it's sharing personal experiences on social media, engaging in heated debates, or simply reacting to things on the spot, emotional expression has become a societal norm. People are often expected to wear their hearts on their sleeves, to be vocal about their feelings, and to share their vulnerabilities with everyone around them. But then, there are the Sigma males. They don't conform to these expectations. They keep their emotions to themselves, don't participate in unnecessary drama, and stay calm even in the most intense situations. This leads to a big problem: they are often misunderstood. People assume that because Sigma males don't wear their emotions on their sleeves, they must be cold or uninterested in others. They might even be labeled as emotionless or robotic, but that couldn't be further from the truth. It's not that Sigma males are indifferent, it's that they have mastered the art of emotional control, and they process their feelings in a way that doesn't require constant external validation. The real issue here is a societal misunderstanding. We've come to expect emotional displays and vulnerability from everyone around us. But the Sigma male, by nature, is different. Their stoic demeanor doesn't signify a lack of feeling, it signifies self-control and emotional intelligence. So, how do we move forward in understanding Sigma males? What if we stopped labeling them as cold and started to see them for who they truly are? Imagine living in a world where people didn't feel pressured to overshare or perform emotionally for others. A world where emotional expression wasn't an expectation, but a personal choice. In this world, Sigma males wouldn't be misunderstood for their quiet nature. Instead, they'd be respected for their ability to remain calm under pressure, for their focus on personal growth, and their strong sense of self. In this ideal world, we would stop seeing Sigma males as cold and start to appreciate them for their emotional intelligence, independence, and their ability to remain grounded when everyone else is losing their heads. We would recognize that they don't need to prove their worth through emotional outbursts or constant interaction with others. Their value comes from their authenticity and their ability to live on their terms, unaffected by the pressures that most people face. Let's now dive into the real reasons why Sigma males seem so cold, and why that coldness is actually a strength. Number 1. They're tired of fake people. In the age of social media and shallow interactions, it's hard not to get worn out by fake personas. Everywhere you look, people are trying to appear perfect, curate their lives to look a certain way or seek validation from others. Whether it's posting pictures with a perfect filter, constantly seeking attention through likes and comments, or pretending to be someone they're not, there's an overwhelming amount of performance in today's social landscape. Sigma males see right through this. They've become disillusioned by the constant facade people put up to gain approval. And rather than conform to these superficial social dynamics, they choose to distance themselves. They don't engage in the social games of pretending or performing because, for them, it feels draining and inauthentic. This doesn't make them cold, it makes them selective. They want real connections, not fake ones. They value depth and sincerity, not surface-level exchanges. This is why they often keep their circle small, only interacting with those who share their values and respect their need for authenticity. Being around fake people doesn't just irritate them, it exhausts them. So, they choose to withdraw from situations that require them to play along with social norms that don't align with their values. This is a key reason why Sigma males are perceived as emotionally distant, but it's because they value genuine, meaningful interactions over shallow exchanges. Number 2. They master their emotions. One of the most notable traits of Sigma males is their ability to control their emotions. While most people react impulsively to situations, whether with anger, frustration, joy, or sadness, Sigma males remain calm and composed. They don't let their emotions dictate their actions, which often leads others to assume that they don't feel anything at all. The truth is, Sigma males experience emotions just like anyone else. The difference is, they've learned how to regulate those emotions instead of reacting impulsively. They understand that reacting emotionally in a volatile situation rarely leads to positive outcomes. Instead, they prefer to think things through, process their feelings internally, and respond with logic and clarity. This emotional mastery doesn't make them cold, it makes them emotionally intelligent. It's one of the reasons they're so good at handling difficult situations without getting overwhelmed. They don't let their emotions get in the way of their goals, and they don't let others' emotional outbursts affect them. This ability to maintain emotional control in high-pressure situations is often misinterpreted as coldness, but it's a sign of strength. Sigma males know that emotions are important, but they also know that they don't need to share every emotion with the world to be authentic. Number 3. They keep their feelings private. In a world where oversharing is common, Sigma males tend to keep their feelings private. They don't feel the need to post every emotional experience online or to share personal struggles with everyone they meet. Instead, they process their emotions internally and only open up to those they truly trust. This emotional privacy can make Sigma males seem distant or unapproachable, but it's not about secrecy or dishonesty. It's about preserving their inner peace and maintaining control over their personal narrative. They don't believe that every emotional detail needs to be shared with the world. In fact, they value the sanctity of their personal experiences and prefer to keep them for themselves unless they choose to share them with someone who understands and respects their privacy. People might perceive this as coldness because it's uncommon in a world that encourages people to be open books. But in reality, it's simply a different way of expressing themselves. Sigma males know the value of emotional privacy and have learned how to maintain it in a society that often demands openness. Number 4. They think before they speak. While most people speak on impulse, reacting to situations without thinking too much, Sigma males tend to be more deliberate with their words. They take the time to consider the impact of what they say, making sure that their words are meaningful and purposeful. This thoughtful approach to communication can often be misinterpreted as indifference or detachment, especially when others are expecting a quick response. But for Sigma males, this is simply their way of communicating. They believe that words hold weight and should be used carefully. This ability to pause before speaking is a hallmark of emotional intelligence. Instead of blurting out the first thing that comes to mind, Sigma males prefer to take a moment, think, and respond in a way that aligns with their true thoughts and feelings. It's not coldness, it's mindfulness. Number 5. They don't smile just to please others. Another common misconception about Sigma males is that they don't smile enough. In a world where smiles and pleasantries are often used to smooth over awkward interactions or to make others feel comfortable, Sigma males stand apart. They don't smile just to conform to social norms. Instead, they smile when they truly feel happy or amused. This authenticity in their expression of emotions can make them seem cold, especially in group settings where everyone else is exchanging polite smiles and laughter. But Sigma males don't engage in forced social interactions just to fit in. Their smiles are genuine, and when they share them, it means something. They've learned that a smile should be real, not a social obligation. And that's why when they do smile, it feels more authentic and powerful than any forced expression could ever be. Number 6. They don't seek validation from others. In a society that thrives on external validation, Sigma males stand apart. They don't seek approval from others. They don't need constant praise or affirmation to feel good about themselves. Instead, They are secure in their own self-worth and make decisions based on their personal values, not on what others think. This self-sufficiency often leads people to view Sigma males as cold or indifferent. But the truth is, they just don't rely on others for validation. They've learned to trust their own judgment and to follow their own path without needing anyone else's approval. This independence can be misunderstood, especially in a culture that places so much emphasis on groupthink and conformity. But for Sigma males, it's a sign of strength, not coldness. Number 7. They focus on personal growth. Finally, one of the core reasons why Sigma males might seem cold is because they prioritize personal growth over everything else. They don't waste time on drama or superficial relationships. Instead, they focus on improving themselves, whether it's through learning, introspection, or pursuing their passions. Their dedication to self-improvement often leads them to spend a lot of time alone. And while this might make them seem distant or cold, it's actually a reflection of their drive to become the best version of themselves. They don't get caught up in distractions or emotional turmoil, they channel their energy into personal growth and achieving their goals. This focus on self-improvement is what makes Sigma males such strong, independent individuals. It's not coldness, it's a commitment to living life on their own terms. The solution to understanding Sigma males is simple: stop viewing them through the lens of societal expectations and start appreciating their unique qualities. They are not cold, they are self-aware, emotionally intelligent, and deeply introspective. They don't need external validation to feel fulfilled. They choose their interactions carefully and value authenticity over social performance. So, if you encounter a Sigma male, don't mistake his calm demeanor for indifference. Recognize that he is simply someone who values self-control, personal growth, and meaningful connections. Instead of trying to change him, appreciate him for who he is. By understanding the reasons behind their behavior, we can break free from the stereotypes and recognize the strengths that Sigma males bring to the table. They may seem cold, but in reality, they are just living their lives with purpose, authenticity, and emotional intelligence. If this video helped you understand Sigma males better, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the Sigma mindset. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.